Welcome to my final Shameless Season 10 episode review video as I've reached the season finale of Shameless Season 10. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am at rewatching or watching Shameless, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description if that happens to be the case. You found that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And I've seen Shameless all the way through at least one time. I'm rewatching the show just to remember it better. For the most part, I really like Shameless. I know towards the end here, it takes a big dip in quality, but I think for at least 7 to 8 seasons, it's really, really good. And then one mediocre season, then a couple seasons that I don't particularly like. But if you want to hear my thoughts on the end of Shameless for the series finale, you can click right here. That'll be the link to my Shameless series finale rant video, assuming that you've seen every single episode of Shameless. So with all that said, this will be Shameless Season 10, Episode 12. The title of this episode is called Gallavich. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So, Lip wakes up on the couch. He has some gum, starts to make a pot of coffee, and then Lip goes into the RV. Tammy's not in there, but she left a note for Lip saying, "Go fuck yourself." Ooh boy, Tammy's mad. Ian tells Liam and Carl he and Mickey are both grooms. Nobody is the bride. Everyone checks with Ian if he took his meds today. Franny's jumping on the bed while Debbie and Sandy are trying to sleep. Well, I think they already woke up and they're just laying there to just kind of lay there as long as they can. And then Sandy goes over some wedding itinerary. Debbie asks if she thinks that Terry Milkovich will really shoot Mickey. He will, just not during the wedding. And then the wedding place that they have reserved is actually on fire, and this infuriates Mickey. Mickey goes to grab a gun and is going to go after Terry. Sandy and Ian get Mickey down to the ground, and then Mickey shoots the van window unintentionally, and then Ian takes the gun away. Mickey bites Ian, and then Ian punches Mickey a few times. Kevin Ball's Keg Zone has officially started. Tommy is surprised that Ian and Mickey are going through with the wedding. Kev's actually hiding money he's making from Keg Zone from V, but she knows about it. And then Lip goes to Brad's. Cammy tells Lip he's fired. Tammy's around back and Lip wants to talk about it. Debbie suggests to Mickey places where they could have the wedding. We're Gallaghers. If you're going to be a part of this family, you better nut up. Great line by Debbie. Liam goes to see Frank. He asks if Frank's coming to the wedding. Frank says he's not coming. And then Liam says Lip is selling the house and taking all the money to fool Frank. So there's no selling of the house. He just tells Frank this because he knows Frank will want a cut of that. And Frank rushes to go to the house. Lip finds out that the bamboo got burned down. Mickey says Terry fucking wins again. Mickey says Terry needs to die today. Julia shows up at the Gallagher house. I didn't think we saw her anymore, but hey, I don't remember all the seasons, especially these last 2 seasons. And as her mom has now kicked her out. And Julia asks Sandy, "Who are you?" "I'm Sandy," her girlfriend. And then Julia says she has to get tested for gonorrhea. And then Sandy she decks Julia and tells her, "Welcome to the South Side." Debbie and Lip go to a Polish place to potentially have the wedding there, and they say yes, but they think it's going to be Debbie and Mickey getting married and not Mickey and Ian. But so they'll just have to have Debbie marry Mickey, and as a quick distraction or something like that. And then Frank arrives with Liam at the Gallagher house. "You bastards cannot sell this house. It's mine." Frank flips out on Lip. "I want half." And Lip says, "Nobody's selling the house. Jesus." And then Liam tells him that he lied. And then Frank's like, "Got some game, son." And Liam won't give Frank back the keys to the Rolls Royce until after the wedding. Julia's in Debbie's room. She tells Julia she didn't hustle her mom. Julia makes a scene when Claudia, her mom, calls. I miss Claudia. I liked Claudia as a character. Julia, not so much, but Ian tells Mickey he wants kids. But Mickey already has a kid. The one that he had was Svetlana. Whatever happened to that kid? It's a good question. Guests start to arrive at the Polish place. Liam and Frank arrive. Geneva and the gay Jesus groupies have arrived. They're going to kind of guard all the doors outside. And then Terry gets word that the wedding is going on and taking place. It's moved to the polka place. It's wedding time. Tammy came, which Lip wasn't sure was going to happen. The gay Jesus group prevent Terry from coming into the polka place. And then Ian and Mickey give each other their vows. And then I now pronounce you husband and husband. Carl asks Julia what her thing is, and she tells Carl, let's play. And then Tammy tells Ian and Mickey, congratulations, thanks for inviting me. V asks Kev, why are you hiding the money? He says he spent it all the money. And then Kev, she's like, no, why? And then he fine. And then Kev pulls out a ring. Way to ruin the surprise. And she tells Kev to ask her, Veronica Fisher, one knee Kev, okay, Veronica Fisher, will you marry me? Yes. Now, whatever happened to that? Did they get married? I don't think so. I don't remember, though. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember a lot about season 11. Tammy tells Lip her and Fred are moving to Milwaukee. Tammy tells Lip she doesn't want his life. Lip yells, you're not taking Fred. And then Lip tells Tammy, please don't do this, please. Debbie and Ian talk. He misses Mom. Debbie says Monica would have loved today. Debbie and Sandy dance. Ian and Mickey dance. Lip's at the bar and gets a Coke. And then the bartender says, you want some rum in it? And Lip agrees. Lip agrees for rum and his Coke. Debbie throws the bouquet because, in her opinion, Ian and Mickey aren't qualified to do so. And then Lip wants another drink. Ian and Mickey leave in the Rolls Royce. Frank tells Liam that the owner of the polka place isn't a homophobe after all. It was actually just her husband. And then Lip goes to Brad's and tells him he needs to find a meeting. Will you come with me? And Brad, as he did the same thing to Lip, he says, sure. Let me grab my coat. As Tammy looks at Lip like, oh shit, what have I done? Carl wakes up in bed next to Julia due to people knocking on the door. Shit, it's the cops. They have an arrest warrant for Debbie. Statutory rape of a minor. And then Debbie takes off running. So everybody runs in this show. And now I think Debbie's ran before, actually. And then as Lip is breaking a wall in the house that he's renting, Tammy shows up. He says it needs some work. And she asks if he has another mask. Tammy says, I hope my tetanus shot is up to date. And then she begins to help Lip with hammering the wall. So Tammy has accepted this house that Lip is renting. It had to take Lip to relapse for her to do so. But she didn't really know Lip she didn't know him at all during those days. We see we see Ian and Mickey in bed. Good morning, Mr. Gallavich. And then Terry starts shooting up the hotel they're in. Ian says, I think your dad still might be a little upset. And that's what ends this episode of Shameless. So I actually really like this episode. I didn't like the season that much, but this episode was good. I'll give it a 9.2 out of 10. I know there's some things that are done in this episode that don't pay off in the final season. At least I don't remember them paying off in the final season, but maybe I just forgot. Who knows? 9.2 out of 10. My characters of the episode, honestly, everybody did really good in this episode. Lip, Tammy, Liam, Debbie, Sandy, Mickey, Ian, of course. Kev, V, I mean, there was a lot of good performances. It's so tough. Obviously, Mickey and Ian get married in this episode. That's good. But I think Lip, like, it's emotional seeing what Lip does. Like, sit at that bar and he actually says yes to the rum in his Coke. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't think I'm going to enjoy it anymore for the rest of the run, the 12 episodes I have left, but I really liked this one. Even Julia, who I don't like as a character, I liked her in this episode. So I don't think we see her anymore. So anyway, you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Shameless and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please don't forget to Hulk smash the like button. Otherwise, I'm going to have to send Frank Gallagher your way, and Frank is just going to try to take everything that you own, and you won't like it. Remember, I cover a lot of stuff on the channel, so check out my playlists. Share this video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of Shameless. What would you rate the episode, and whom would you choose as your character of the episode, or characters if you want to do male and female? I just named everybody, even Frank. I think I forgot to say Frank there. He did good as well. He kind of kept the... I guess I forgot to mention that Debbie keeps the owner of the bar busy for like 45 minutes, and then when she comes back out, Frank and her start making out. Like, she didn't care about the gay people getting married. So just let me know who your characters of the episode are. Remember to click right here for my Shameless series finale rant video. That'll be the link in the end screen. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDev TV.